Okay, hello and welcome to this video. In this video, I want to show you how you can clone your hard drive or SSD with your Windows system to a bigger hard drive or SSD. We will do that using RescueZilla, and everything I describe here in this video is also available here in this blog post. Well, why I did choose RescueZilla? Well, because in the past I recommended this tool here, MiniTool ShadowMaker, the free version, and you were able to clone your disk here in Windows directly to another disk. However, in the recent version, this function is no longer available. You need to buy the Pro version. So we are using this free tool here, RescueZilla. Let's get started. Okay, for the setup, what we need here in terms of hardware, well, we need a USB drive in order to put RescueZilla on it. And the new SSD, I will connect it here to my desktop computer using an adapter, an USB to Sata adapter. And for newer hard drives, for example, you have an NVMe drive, you need another adapter. In the blog post, there are several examples you can use. If you have a desktop computer, well, you can just connect the new SSD or hard drive internally. That's no problem. And for notebooks, well, I recommend this solution here, just using USB adapter. We will start by downloading the RescueZilla system. You can download it here from rescuezilla.com. The links are also in the blog post. You just go to download and then you can download the latest live image file here. Okay, I've already done that, so I will not do that here in that video. Just click the link and save the download. We will also use this software here. Let's switch to English. Here we go. Rufus. Rufus is a software to create the bootable USB drive. And I recommend just to download here the portable version from rufus.ie. After we have downloaded everything, here is my image file of RescueZilla. Here is Rufus. I've already started it here. And now we have to create the USB drive. So we select the drive here, the device, and select the RescueZilla image file. As a partition scheme, we use Gparted and UEFI. For older computers, you would use MBR and BIOS. But for my computer here, the new Gparted partition scheme will do. We hit Start, and we choose here to write the image in DD mode. Hit OK, and now we should get a warning that all data on that USB drive will be deleted. So make sure that you do not have any important data on that drive. Here's a warning, hit OK, and another warning, hit OK, and now the USB drive will be created. Okay, we are done now here. We can hit close, and now we can connect the USB drive to the computer which we want to clone the hard disk of. Okay, I have started the computer, and we are now here in the boot menu. And to go into the boot menu, that's different for every computer. Most of the time you need to hit a special button like Escape, F2, F10, F11, F12 in order to access the boot menu. Okay, here we have now our Samsung flash drive. This is our RescueZilla system, so I select this one here, hit Enter, and now we can select our language here. Just hit Enter for English and hit Enter to start RescueZilla. This will start the system. There are usually some errors here, which will be shown here, but well, don't worry about that. Okay, RescueZilla has started, and we are now here in the main menu. And there are a few options here, and we use, of course, the clone option. I have a desktop computer, battery is low, that's interesting. And well, okay, the clone process will be done with this small wizard here. Just click next in the first step. Now the drives which are connected here will be identified, and we now have to select the source drive. In my case, this is the first one here, the smaller one. Just make sure that you select the correct one, because you do not want to clone your empty drive to your Windows system and data drive. Okay, hit next once we have done that. And now we select the destination drive. So we select the second one here. This is my destination drive connected via USB adapter. Hit next. And in the next step, we can select the yeah, the images we want to, or the partitions we want to transfer. And of course, we want to select all of them. So they are already pre-selected, so you just basically have to hit next. Well, you get a confirmation page, check if everything is in order, and hit the next button. Another warning, yes, continue, and now the cloning process starts, and the drive will be cloned. This will take a few minutes. Here we go. The cloning process is now finished, and what I will do now is to disconnect the old hard drive from the computer and connect the new one, and then we will boot Windows. Okay, well, the Windows system has started. That's a good sign. So let's check the File Explorer and this PC. And as you can see here, the disk drive size for our C drive is still the same size as our original drive. So the reason of that is because if we go to the disk management, sorry, my Windows here is German, but I think you can still see it. Well, basically the drive was cloned as the original, so we have the same partition size here, and we have free space available here. And usually what you want to do is to assign this free space here to the C partition. However, in the disk management section, this small partition here is in the way. So we need to move this partition here to the end, and then we can resize the C partition. In order to do that, I will boot to RescueZilla again. RescueZilla has started again, so let's close the main menu here. Okay, I have to use a different mouse here on this computer. And here we can start Gparted. Let's do that. And what we can do is here we can now repartition our drive here. So this is a small partition we need to move to the end. So we will right click here and select Resize Move. And we just move it here to the end. Here we go. There's a warning. Okay. And we hit the apply button. And after a few seconds, the partition is moved to the end. And now we need to increase the size of this partition here. So we select on this partition here. This is our C drive partition. Resize Move. And we can now extend the partition. Hit apply again. And after a few seconds, the operation is also completed. And now we just restart the computer and boot into Windows again. Windows has started, and we can now see that we are now using the entire disk or available space on our SSD. And that's how you can clone your hard disk to a bigger hard disk or SSD. That's it. Goodbye.